What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Bloodborne. In the last part, we checked out the beginning of the sewers up here. And in this part, we're going to continue down the sewers and see what's down there. It's probably not going to take us very long. But, so we still have time. We might be able to face our first boss. We're going to have to see. So, the first thing in this area is that there is some enemies that are pretty annoying, like these guys, because they have guns. There we go. Nah, you're not gonna kill me. Also, we upgraded our weapons. We checked out some stuff in Hunter's Dream, and we leveled up for the first time in the last part, so we're obviously a lot stronger right now. We also have way more health, which is very useful, as the origin that I picked at the start starts out with very low vitality, and we had to supplement that a little bit by leveling up a couple times. And here we have some more birds, but lucky for me, they are pretty weak. Look at this one hiding over here. You're not gonna get me with that. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the enemies, I believe, in the upper part of the sewers. Beware of bird. Yeah, I noticed. Okay, I get it. There we go. We got some more oil urns, which we will not be using right now. But I'm quite certain that they will prove to be very useful down the line. Now, that other part we see over there is where we were actually before. Because I'm pretty sure that's where we found this armor set that we're currently wearing. Or attire, if you will. So what we do now is that we cleared everything up here and it's safe. We want to double back over to this way because that's where the ladder is. And just go that way. So that's what we'll do. Also, we'll probably be using the saw spear from now on because that weapon is just really nice. I might upgrade the threaded cane later. But it was just worth it, in my opinion, to upgrade the saw spear a bit more and use that for a while. Beware firearm. That's a person with a giant hammer, which is really cool. So if it's not clear by now, I'm playing online. It wasn't working in the first couple of parts which I recorded. I already killed that bird. Okay. So it wasn't working. The online was not working, but now we're totally online. So we can read messages. Only downside is that we may be disconnected from the servers. And then it will kick me back to the menu. So let's hope that that will not happen. Alright, so we checked everything over here. Let's see. That will just take us back to the rats. And that's the area where we found the saw spear and some of these shards to upgrade our weapons. So there's really no reason to go back there. I do want to grab that item, so what I'll actually do is climb back and just jump down and grab the item. I mean, it's pretty good. I don't want to pass it up. It's always a bit of a gamble in these games to to grab an item. Sometimes there's items in very annoying places, and you go and collect them. You know, they take you some time to collect, but when you get them, they turn out to be pretty bad. So basically, your first playthrough. There we go. Nothing but nightmares here. That's a fine message. So basically, in your first playthrough, you're gonna have to, you know, actually collect all the items and figure out which ones are good and which one you can just pass up. So we can use this ladder, and I'll show you that right now, to get another shortcut, I believe. Let's see if I'm correct here. No, actually, this is something else. I remember now. It will give us a shortcut, and this is worth it, so I will go down this little path. There are some more birds here. Stupid birds. There we go. Nope, leave me alone. And we get some more Madman's knowledge. We don't need it right now, so I'll just hang on to it. Some pebbles. Alright, we have 15 pebbles. They're actually very cheap if you buy them with blood echoes. So I'm not super happy about finding it, but I guess it's cool. Alright, over here we have a door. It's someone we can talk to, but first, we're gonna have to deal with this guy. Oh my god. That's not perfect at all. Oh my. Here you go, buddy. And he's just gonna drop some blood vials anyway, so it wasn't that much of a waste. Oh, shiny coins, alright. So this is an item that I've actually never used, but there are various coins that are particularly luminous. There are very few uses for spare change during the hunt, but these will serve as guides through the darkness. Or one could save them until morning, if it ever comes. These are also items you can purchase from the Bath Messengers in the Hunter's Dream. And they're actually very simple items. As you can see, I just dropped one. So that is actually what happens. So if you're in, say, an area where you're not really sure where you're going, you can just drop them and leave sort of a trail of breadcrumbs, except the breadcrumbs are coins in this situation.
Wretched outsider. Trying to fool me to open this door. Heavens, depths of depravity.
Alright, so that person does not want to speak to us. There are actually a lot of people in this game that really don't want to talk to you that much. They don't really do anything, and they're mostly just there to tell you off. It's not very nice. You must accept light. So this lever, if we pull it, will open up sort of a shortcut. In my opinion, it's kind of a useless shortcut, as I never use it, but now that we've opened this, we can go from the sewers to this area. Which is not particularly useful, but there's also another NPC in this window.
Who are you? I don't know your voice, but I know that smell. Are you a hunter? I just really look for my mum. Daddy never came back from the hunt, and she went to find him, but now she's gone too. I'm all alone and scared.
Alright, obviously, you know, it's a little girl, she's scared, we're gonna help her out.
Red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget. If you find my mum, give her this music box. It plays one of Daddy's favourite songs. And when Daddy forgets us, we play it for him so he remembers. Mum's so silly running off without it.
Alright, so she gives us the little music box, or the tiny music box. Small music box received from a young Yharnam girl. Plays a song shared by her mother and father. Inside the lid is a small scrap of paper, perhaps an old message. Two names can be made out, however faintly. Viola and Gascoigne. We don't know who they are, but, you know, we got a music box, and this will come in very useful later on. So in that regard, it was definitely worth it to climb this ladder. Wait, was that a bird? Oh, it was just a message, okay. But now that we've dealt with this distraction, we can go back into the sewers where we really want to be. I'm pretty sure we're already really far through these sewers. So we might as well finish it while we're ahead. Oh my, look at that item. We should probably grab it. Yup. All these weird dead bodies are actually alive. And they're all creepy zombie people. I don't even know what they are. Doesn't really matter though, because they still die. And that is all that I really need them to do. I've seen these enemies in several areas, but they never really put up too much of a challenge. All they do is lie down. They try to grab you a little bit. They have very basic moves. Blood vial. Blood vial, there you go, we're back at 20. And one extra. So basically you just want to take them out, obviously. I don't even know why I said that, because it's painfully obvious. If you see an enemy, you're going to take them down. Okay, well played. Dead guy. And then up there we have some birds who will try to ambush you if you walk underneath them. They're not very good at it though, which is probably why they died in the first place. Now let's continue. There's some more of these dudes. There we go. Saw Spear is so great. I love it. Alright, another blood vial. Alright, so that's pretty much all of the sewers that we can get to so far. Oh, there's another bird lying in wait. Well played, buddy. If we look down this little tunnel, we see a giant pig. Alright, so we're going to deal with that in a second, but before we do, there is one last thing for us to do here. Here we go. Alright, so now that we made it to one end of this large bridge, but on this side as well is the elevator, which we saw earlier, which was blocked off. But if we step on it, it'll be... Oh man, I was gonna run away. Okay. Now that we've activated it, we can actually use this, and this is actually a very useful shortcut, especially a little bit later. And that is pretty much all that we can do for now. Before we fight the boss, there is one last thing, however, which I really do want to take care of. Which is to cross this bridge. What is that? Let's see. Oh, no, wait. I was wrong. It's the piggy. We want to get the piggy first. And it seems very intimidating, and it is. But the best way to defeat this enemy is just to power on through and just run. Because if you don't, the piggy will charge you in the tunnel, and he will pretty much kill you instantly. And if you just run straight for him, you can take him down like that. It's really not a big deal anymore. Cold Blood do. And the whole reason why you would want to run through the tunnel and kill the pig is this item. The Saw Hunter badge. The badge crafted long ago at the workshop attests to one's prowess as a hunter of beasts. The workshop is gone, and no group recognizes this meaningless badge except the messengers in the bath, who understands its profundity. Certain things can only be entrusted with a hunter in possession of this badge, or so they believe. So what that tells us is that if we go back to the hunter's dream, and we speak with the bath messengers, they will understand that we have this badge now, and sell something extra. Yep, this is a specter. Someone decided to jump down here, apparently. Yep, well, don't do that, because you're gonna die. It's a bottomless pit, okay? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's there to trick people who are fighting a pig and decide to try and run away, and that's a dead end. You're just gonna fall down and die. But now that we've crossed the piggy's tunnel, we end up on the other side of the bridge, which makes things a whole lot easier for us, and I'll show you why. It's because on the other side of the bridge, right here, is a big troll lying in wait, ready to throw a giant ball of fire. And not only does it really hurt when he hits you with it, but because he just threw it without hitting me, he killed all of his friends that were waiting on the bridge. Which means I probably don't have to kill anyone anymore. There we go, blood vials. So there was actually a group of people standing on this bridge. There were about 5 guys, I believe. Well, this is what remains of them. They're all dead. And I can collect the loot. Sweet. So that's pretty much it, I think. That's all of the sewers that we just saw. That is the shortcuts that we had to unlock and the NPCs we needed to talk to, like the little girl. I can continue down this path, only slightly longer. Let's see if I can get a backstab on this guy. Yes, I can. Oh, come on. That should have been a... That should have been a backstab for sure. Alright. Dealt with some more bold hunter's marks. Which we also received in the last part, and they basically give us the ability to travel back to the lamp we last visited without losing any echoes. Alright, more blood vials. So we could go up here, and that takes us directly to the second boss. That is not what we want right now, I think. What we really want to do is fight the first boss. I know that it really doesn't matter which one you fight first, but honestly I prefer fighting the first one first. Or at least, it's not really the first one, but this would be the first one that people run into. Mostly. Some people actually went over here, where I just was, before fighting the first boss. And they had a very tough time with it. So I'm just gonna go to the first boss, fight him first, and then we'll go over here. So that will probably be, maybe... I don't think we're gonna be able to fit that all in one part. Oh boy, I was hoping that would work. Fine, let's do it the old-fashioned way then. Okay. Fun fact, if you go back into the elevator room, these guys can't follow you, and now they're stuck. Oh boy. Alright, that's probably the easiest way to finish that there. Still not working. Okay, this will work though. And there we go. Both trolls down. I honestly don't know if they're actually trolls or called trolls. I just call them that because they look very troll-like to me. Alright, so we took care of pretty much everything. And now, what I'm actually gonna do is I will level up with the souls that I have remaining. Or buy some potions, whatever, blood vials. And after that, we're going to the first boss. So that will be the next part. In this part, to finish it off, I'm gonna go back to Hunter's Dream. And maybe we should talk to this guy again, Gilbert, I believe, to see if he has anything for us now. But we're just going back to the Hunter's Dream, and we're also going to see what the Saw Hunter badge will allow us to buy. And it's actually pretty good in my opinion. I'll show ya. We're going to talk to the Bath Messengers. There's now a second one. When we started out, there was just one messenger, and now there's two. I'm not really sure why that is. And we can also buy pungent blood cocktails, throwing knives, and these items, which we already have. We can buy the saw cleaver, hunter axe, and threaded cane, which are the starting weapons because we have obtained a saw hunter badge, as well as the hunter pistol and the hunter blunderbuss. And now we can also get the saw spear because we found it in the sewers. Obviously we don't want to do that because we already have it. But we can do that now.
Welcome. What is it?
So what we're gonna do is level up. We might actually be able to level up twice. I'll go with one. I want to say strength. Not that it matters at this point. And I will consume this one. There we go.
Welcome.
Allowing us to level up again.
Well, let me.
And I'm going to go with a little bit of endurance. I've neglected it in my personal playthroughs a bit. And sometimes it just seems very useful to have some extra endurance. So I'll just pick one up. And we might be... Well, we can fortify the threaded cane. I mean, we can do that. We can also upgrade the pistol, which I think is a better idea. Because the cane is pretty expendable, and I most likely will not be using it very much anymore. So, I'm going with the pistol here. Also, let's see, repair. Alright, bit of repairs needed. And then usually what I do is when I have echoes remaining and I want to exit the dream, I just purchase some either blood vials or bullets. Which is what I will do now, and then get one of those and some pebbles. And that way you really don't lose out on anything when you die and lose your echoes. So anyway guys, I'm going to end it here. I hope you all enjoyed. And in the next part, we're going to go ahead and fight our very first boss of the playthrough. It's actually a bit late, but that's actually... because I know what to do. And most people would actually fight the first boss before they go to the sewers. So, you know, I actually did a lot more than most people would do, which is why we're a lot better equipped to fight our very first boss. So, we'll do that in the next part. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll be back soon with some more Bloodborne. Thanks for watching, guys.